Hello and welcome back to my channel of Ripples by Gia. If you are new here, welcome. I am your host, Gia, and I talk all about expanding your consciousness and how to do it through your portal, which is your divine body. And if you're returning, I welcome your presence and I'm truly grateful to have you once again in my essence, I'm going to say. In my essence, welcome, welcome back. So, as you know, we like to be really raw and comfortable, and I'm tuning back in from my bedroom. And this time I'm recording this on an actual professional microphone, and I hope I'm doing it right. It is my first time using it in a very long time. So I hope there's no echoes and no technical issues because, it takes me a long time to figure out technology. Let's just put it that way. But I do want to dive into my topic of today, which is going to be angels. And I really thought about, and again, I'm always trying to do justice by articulating my perspectives and my channeled information the best way possible. And I really want clarity around angels. And I've always wanted clarity around angels because ever since I was a little child, I've seen them. I've seen angels come from the sky every time I looked up. I have seen angels visit me at night as a child. I have seen angels in various ways, but I have also seen angels come through humans. And I think that is the most overlooked angelic frequency is the one that humans carry. And the ones that are truly connected to their spirit, to ways of life, and really honor humanity are from the angelic frequency. And when I realized this, I thought, wow, no one talks about this. Everyone's always shitting on humans, and everyone's always talking about trauma, trigger, generational curses, and what's wrong with humans, and what's wrong with us, and how we have to do all this shadow work, and you know, constant diagnosing, constantly analyzing each other. And I felt like, you know what? I want to share a different perspective on this topic of how humans are actually angels. And I'm talking about true humans. And if you know, and if you've worked with me, you know exactly what I mean when I say this. I'm talking about true humanity. You know, who are angels? Angels are you and me. Humans are angels. And if you think about it, anytime you've required help or you've received support, it's been from another human. And we are the extensions of source, right? We are energy that's been materialized in this physical plane in the form of God, form of angel, form of source, and universe in itself. We all hold ancient coding of all universes, of all time in the now present moment. If that is not angelic, then what is? We create our opportunities and we weave magical threads for each other. And I'm not discrediting any angels, from heaven, from the astral planes, from higher dimensions. They are also very real. But on earth, we have humans, and humans have their magical angelic frequency that supports everything in creation on this plane. And I really want you to go deep in your heart and think about how many angels do you know that walk amongst you? Teachers you've met, friends, neighbors, random strangers on the train, on the bus, your parents, your friends, your family, your spouse, yourself. And That's what it is. And I also thought more in depth about this because how many stories have you heard of, from a religious perspective now? I'm going to talk more into like religious context here for a bit. They say when you pray to God, God will always ask you, have you helped yourself first? Or I couldn't be there, so I sent you A, B, and C. God is always speaking to us through humans because we are the true extension of the source. But yet we fail to believe that and we continue to search outside of ourselves and other humans. And I can tell you from full confirmation how many times I was looking for a message, a validation, or something. I was looking for something and it came to me through another human, or it just came directly to me through my body, through my portal, because my body is a true definition of divinity. It is a presence of divinity. My actions represent that. And again, I want to add a disclaimer here. I'm not dismissing, when you make mistakes and when evil happens and when crimes happen, that's also okay to dismiss. I'm not dismissing anything here. I'm just giving you a different perspective, okay? But it's always coming through humans. Creation through humans, change through humans, our beautiful languages we speak, the sound we create with each other, our communication. What is vibration? It is sound. The magic of a hug, the magic of a touch, the sensations we feel, the way our cells dance in joy every single day. That is a true expression of divinity, of creation, of the extension of the source. That's what angels are. Angels are guides. They're expression of divinity. They come to support and help and bridge gaps for each other and for ourselves. And that's pure magic. That's pure magic. And if you're really feeling down about yourself and you're like, you know what, Gia's really talking out of her ass. I don't feel like an angel. My life's going to shit. Nothing is working out for me. I really want you to ask for help right now. Ask for help. Ask for the support. Be like, I am struggling. You can use the word God, angel, universe, source, nature, whatever your vocabulary is there, and ask for the support and watch it come to you directly or through another human. Because God speaks through us. We express divinity. And when I say God, I'm not talking about a man in the sky blessing us. I'm talking about the higher intelligence. I'm talking about the highest form of intelligence, the highest form of love and truth and harmony and divine protection. My commander energy is always about divine protection. I'll never forget that bit. Because as we know, we're walking around with a lot of interference. So divine protection is also divinity. Protecting your peace, protecting yourself, your loved ones is also being of divinity. And anywhere you're feeling like this is not divine, these aspects of my life are not divine, my self-talk to myself is not divine, just ask. Just ask for the clearing. Be like, clear all the interferences, please. Clear all the obstacles. Take everything away from me that is not a part of my soul's path and a part of my truth. Wherever I'm being interfered with, fuck off. Fuck it off. Sorry, I'm an angel that swears. I'm an angel that just swears. That's just how I express my divinity. But that's who angels are. And talking about archangels like Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and many more, and Divine Mother Mary and so forth, I love them too. And they do come to us, right? But now I'm going to get more physical with this, okay? I'm going to land this for you right now. All right. Are you ready? Because I'm about to land everything I just said. We are physical beings, okay? With a brain that does have limits. It can only perceive what it can see. So honoring that, because that also must be honored, not forgotten, not bypassed, honoring that our brain needs evidence to believe it, to anchor it. And by the way, that's why affirmations are a big thing because it helps your brain believe you. It's like convincing yourself and giving commandments for those neurotransmitters to shoot signals out. Anyways, back on topic. So, our brain needs evidence, right? Our brain needs evidence we're going to be okay, that we're safe, that our will is landing, right? I don't say desires, I say will. That our will is landing, it's being activated, and we're okay, we're on the right path. It is safe for us to proceed. Whatever angel you're calling in, Archangel Michael, Divine Mother Mary, Archangel Raphael, from the astrals or the highest planes and dimensions, they are going to speak to you through a human because your brain needs to see it. It needs to be tangible for it to be convinced. That's why angel numbers are a real thing. Why do you think they keep sending us messages in the physical plane that are physical? It's because they understand that the brain needs to perceive it to believe it. So they are actually, and honestly, hats off to them, these angels. I love them so much because I can't imagine how frustrating it probably gets for them when we're not getting it. And we're like sitting here and thinking, oh, life's a shit show. They're everything's against me, nothing is happening in my favor. I need a more signier sign. And they're up there going, did you not see all the signs? Like, we spoke to you through the Starbucks barista. We sent you these memes. We sent you these numbers and these billboards and, what that may be. But they are always communicating to us in a physical way. And what a better way to get to you. The best way, sorry, I'm going to say to get to you and the message across is through a human. And also not to speak, well, actually not. I don't know why I said that word in between. We'll just cancel, delete that interference energy out. Humans are very telepathic and we understand sound vibration a lot more than we understand words. So we're always telepathically picking up on collective thought bubbles and collective energy. So you may see me at the grocery store, and I have may walked in the grocery store feeling great, but now I have a headache. And you've had a headache for the last 2 weeks. I'm just making this scenario up, by the way, just to get my point across. And I turn around and go, oh, damn. Oh, Sally, my head is hurting so much. I'm going to go home and use my grandma's remedy of making this beautiful tea that gets rid of headaches instantly and relaxes your muscles around your neck because that's what causes headaches. Now, why did I pick up that headache energetically? It's because I had the wisdom to share with you because you have been suffering with that headache and you've been looking for answers. You've been going to doctors. You may be going to healers and not understanding what this headache is. You may be addicted to a drug at this point because you're trying to get rid of it, rid of it, rid of it, and you're asking God. Your spirit is asking for help. I picked that up energetically, telepathically. My spirit's like, hey, I know what that is, but I, as a human, would have no idea you have a headache. How would I know without asking you? And you're a complete stranger at a grocery store. So, your angels, your spirit team gave me the headache energetically. And I just went, oh, out loud randomly. And you just happened to be there. I happened to share this wisdom with you. And your spirit received the prayers and received the answers to the prayers. That is how humans unconsciously actually help each other. And don't tell me, oh, I don't know, Gia, I'm not telepathic. I'm not as intuitively aware. I just work my corporate job. I'm so tired. Trust me, girl. Or guy. Sorry, whoever you are, or they, them. I guess we'll make this all inclusive. Trust me. If you have a spirit, you're spiritual. You're more spiritual than you'll ever know. And you have many superpowers that you have not tapped into yet. But that is how collectively, unconsciously, we actually support each other because our spirit and the thought bubbles energetically, we are always picking them up. And that's why I talk a lot about divine protection because we don't want all of it, right? Like someone may be having really deep, nasty thoughts that you have nothing to do with. You don't need that energy. Bye, right? So that's why I talk a lot about divine protection. And by the way, I know I owe you all a podcast, a video on divine protection. I'm going to get to it on Tuesday. It is on my to-do list for Tuesday. So that is how magically humans carry angelic frequency without any awareness. And that is how magically things are always synchronizing, happening for us, always. Because your spirit knows exactly what you need at all times. It's just convincing your human self, providing your human self with evidence. I'm feeling complete. I really thought this was going to be a longer video, but I feel like I got my message across and my perspective across on what I really wanted to share. And I don't see a point in lingering around more, to be honest. Once it's done, you know? On the side note, I'm obsessed with my hair. I'm obsessed with it. I think it looks so good. I don't know. Like if you, I don't know, it looks fabulous. I've been using a new oil. I've been blow drying it. It just looks great. And today I was in a hoops mood. I put some hoops on. Okay. Anywho, I will definitely be coming back next week with another fresh episode, like I said, on divine protection. Energy there may be very Commander Gia. I'm definitely going to be channeling Mother Agua, the ocean wisdom in that for sure. Because she is definitely Mother Ocean, Mother Spirit is definitely one of my guides for sure. And you're a guide as well. On this note, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for your energy and your presence and for tuning in and staying along for this entire video. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment on how you resonated. Comment. Did I say that right? Comment? Comment. Please leave a comment on if this resonated. Um, and how you feel. And please share your angelic stories with me. Share how you've experienced angels through humanity. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. I love you all. Remember, we came here to thrive, not just to survive. All right. On that note, have a great, amazing week. Stay blessed, stay happy. Ciao.